Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. This is my review for Love and Marriage Hunts of the Veal. Okay, this is episode something. I don't know what episode this is, y'all. I can't remember. It's season 6, though. I just can't remember which episode it is. We're gonna leave it be. Okay, it's the episode that came on Saturday. Okay, y'all getting this on Monday. So happy Monday. Do not forget, if you are a member, videos that are premiering are always available to you ASAP. Okay, I always post the links in my communities tab. If you have your notifications on, you will get an email. Okay, so if you are a member, you do not have to wait for the premiere for the regular JayBirds. You have it instantly with no ads, might I add. Okay, but happy Monday nonetheless. Okay, now look, later on today, I think I'm gonna go live to review Housewives of Atlanta. I may have to do that. I'm not sure. If I don't go live for Housewives of Atlanta tonight at 9 o'clock, it will still be alive tonight for Gossip Chat, and I'll premiere Housewives Tuesday afternoon. Okay, I recorded late Monday evening and then premiered around 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Tuesday. But members, it will be available to you at like midnight. Okay, but let's go to what we are here to do, which is discuss Love and Marriage Hunts of the Veal. Okay, look, I don't know who Marsau and TIsha think they fooling. I don't know who they trying to fool. What I do know is you're not fooling me. Not today, not ever, okay? Between their little idea that seems sketchy, Kimmi Mail asking all the questions on the plots and the plans, okay? And Martell's new venture and a little bit of stuff other than that, okay? But y'all know first things first, if you've not done so already, please take a little moment to do what? Subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, and that is the thing to do, okay? It is currently 4 a.m. Monday morning. I hope to be done with this in about 45 minutes so I can go to bed and go to work. Okay, that's why I gotta watch Housewives later on because I'm late and tired. Okay, but please make sure to subscribe. Okay, also follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, TikTok. Okay, yes, and thank you. You also need to like the video. Hit the like button when you walk in. It's free 99. Okay, you can subscribe and share and like and comment in the comment section and all that jazz. Okay, now I told y'all it's 4 a.m., but I'm here. Hi. Okay, it is late. I'm girl stuff on my sweater, but I'm trying to get it done so I can go to bed. Okay, so let's go ahead and just start it. Okay, now look, I feel like people don't realize this is a whole reality show and stuff needs to make sense and sometimes it don't. Now, first things first, Mel had a new confessional look or whatever. I said, oh, that's cute. That's real cute. Okay. I love the color. I love the hair. It's a whole look. Okay. It's very much so, loving myself. I'm large, living in charge, and all that stuff. Big boy. Okay. I'm like, come on now, Mel. It gives good feelings. Okay. It gives good love. Somebody loving her right, even if that somebody is just her, okay? Because self-love is first, okay? I'm telling you, okay? It's the whimsical hair, it's the bright colored dress, okay? It's the glowing skin, okay? It's the jewelry, okay? I was like, this is my favorite look, period. Okay, that's what it is. But let's move on from there. I just like it's so cute. It's summery. It's springy. Okay. Now the episode pick up where the last one left off. Tiffany around here having conniptions or whatever because she don't feel well. Okay. Now Stormy was smart. Stormy went and got Kimmi because Kimmy's a nurse. Okay. Now Stormy was like, I just went and got some water and I said, let me get Kimmi. Kimmy's a nurse. I said, you smart, Stormy. That's the thing to do. Now, Tiffany, who's in distress, I need to be in the dark. I don't know what's going on. I don't feel well. I'm seeing stars and stuff. I don't know what's going on. I don't. And I'm like, why? Tiffany is 7, 8 months pregnant Why is no one calling 119? Okay, and if you do not know where that reference come from, you're too young to be watching me. Call 119. Call 119. Come on now, Mr. Gaines. Anyway, Kimmi like, dang, I'm not in my car. I'm in Maurice's car. In my car, I have my little kit. Well, I can at least take your blood pressure because is your pressure up? You know, have you been having any issues? It's like, no, it's not that. So Kimmi like, I think we should call 911. I think you need to go to the hospital. And Tiffany keeps saying no. I'm like, Heather, you pregnant. What are you doing? And I mean Heather respectfully. What are you doing? Okay, what? I'm gonna lay down. Don't call 911 and blah blah blah. And Kimmi is pretty like, why are we not calling 911? Like, why are we not like you're pregnant? You're pregnant people in distress is literally an emergency. Okay, you're supposed to call 911 and get what the ambulance. Okay, but no, Tiffany can barely stand up by herself. Okay, she got everybody surrounding her and she's still stumbling. That she's discombobulated. You know, and she keep acting like, well, no, it's okay. We don't. I'm like, girl, I would have been the moment I was crying. Call 911. Somebody get me to the ambulance. Someone get me. Someone please call 911 immediately. But because she's complaining like, I don't feel well. I feel hot. I feel dizzy. I'm seeing stars. All stuff that any sane pregnant person will follow up and saying, hey, maybe at least take me to urgent care. But I'm like the whole, well, no, I didn't just lay down. No, lay down in the hospital because key point was you need to be checked out. Even if you want to go lay down, but first they need to check you out. You are pregnant, heifer. And y'all know I'm heifer respectfully. Someone said, nah, we call the 911, okay? And then Stormy was called the 911. Lou was like, no, I'm just gonna take her. I'm not gonna wait for them. And they pick her ass up because she's sitting there like, I don't know. Girl, get up. Let them get you up. So we see everybody picking her up. Okay, Lewis picked up his wife. We see Maurice around there. We see Stormy on the phone with 911, Kim in the saddle, whatever. I'm like, yes, get her ass to the hospital. Okay, Lewis then drive off all fast, getting her where she's supposed to go, to the hospital. Okay, I was like, girl, now some folk felt like Tiffany was faking because maybe she felt like Lewis out there defending her bull stuff, and she wants to be sure that Lewis, you know what I'm saying, don't feel some kind of way. He ain't going through, fussing over her. Okay, now I don't think she was faking. I just don't understand why she did not want to go to the, get help. Anyway, they left, drove off real fast. Okay, so we then see Marsau and them. We see Marsau, Maurice, TIsha, Gino. Okay, so Marsau and them want to have a photo shoot at this place. Okay, it was a what's it called, groundbreaking ceremony for a new project or whatever. I'm still not sure. Like, what are y'all building? Is y'all really building something? Did you buy more land on a mountain you can't work on? I don't know. So Marsau said yes, the first project we working on with Gino, whatever. I was like, okay, it makes me feel like the company that I thought about all those years before, all the years before now. It makes me feel like we have a bright future. I was like, and you want a picture? Y'all dressed up in suits for what? Okay. Now Maurice is there too. He like, you're busy. You got this project that we don't know what it is. Okay, with some dirt. You got Scott Manor, which is a mountain of dirt. You get TIsha's build out. You want to build out next door to Scope to get TIsha office because y'all ain't got no office space or whatever. And so they say, yeah, you gonna be too busy to do all this? No, I got time. I was like, okay. So they take up the fact they had all these people there. There was more people there as well. Gino daughter. I'm like, why your daughter there? What she do? Was she the secretary? I'm like, but maybe in construction, when you build stuff, maybe you always take a picture in front in the dirt with a whole bunch of people. but we don't know what's going on. I'm leave that be. Okay. And Marsau then brings about, I'm just, I wish that the combat group could come back, and work together, because this makes me remember the combat group that was supposed to come together to work together. I was like, you just spitting out words at this point. Okay. And when Maurice then say, well, you know what? I think the issue and why the combat group, kind of fell apart, it was ego. So people's egos and stuff need to be put aside, you know what I'm saying? And we should want to give to others instead of getting something for themselves. I was like, what? It confuses me when people who are entrepreneurs who have to make money to live off of, and none of their services are free, wants to make it seem like people should want to do things for free. If everyone did things for free, everyone would go broke. Okay, unless the world is going to become free and no one has to pay for nothing, people are going to want payment for stuff. Now, if you want to make things cheaper, that's one thing. Okay, because if gas costs $1.50 a gallon all across the world, instead of like right now here in Michigan, we are at like maybe $3.50 a gallon, it would make a difference because people could afford to put more gas in their car for less money. Okay, if rent was $800 across everywhere, if nowhere in the world, this headband making my head, if nowhere in the world, rent was not more than $2,000. If houses did not cost more than the most expensive houses, 500,000. If the cost of stuff went down a bit, that would be helpful because when things are expensive, it's harder for people to afford it. A freaking gallon of milk, a carton of eggs, hell, an individual watermelon costs $1,000 these days. Everything is more expensive. So you wanting people who have to afford life to not be paid don't make sense. It doesn't. Now, ain't nothing wrong with giving to charity. Nothing at all. But that's up to the individual person. Just saying, okay? So trying to make it seem as if the comeback group should come back and do things for free kind of don't make sense right now. And the comeback was ruined when people started to want something out the deal. Everybody wants something out the deal, even if it is the money, even if it's time. Y'all want people to give up time for an event that y'all can't even fully explain. Stupid. You know what I'm saying? And honey, what Marsau then said, people want to talk about getting paid or whatever, but if we do get a sponsorship, if we get a $100,000 sponsorship, that money could be used, to have other events. Maybe. I was like, no, you don't. You're making up things to make it sound good. It's a plot. I don't believe, okay? And they should feel like it's time for them to put in a time for the event, and their payment is them putting in time. I was like, shut up. Okay, if you don't want to pay mail, then don't pay mail. If you don't want to pay mail to be speaker, then don't pay. Don't include her. Let Mel's ass sit out this one because Mel want to what? Make some money. People love using the notion that something for the community should always be done with everyone who participates doing it pro bono. And for one, if I don't really like you, if your wife told the world I had an evil heart, I'm the devil, I don't want to do shit for her or for you or your company for free because I don't like y'all. It's not, I don't know. We are co-workers, bitch. Pay me my money. Mel is the one person who has the most tension with Marsau and TIsha. And TIsha, and I'm not saying Mel, you always capping. I'm not saying Mel innocent. What I'm saying is, you can't be at a reunion telling me I have a dark soul and a dark heart and I'm evil, but you want me to donate my time to your fugazi ass event. Not on my watch, bull of the shit, you hear me? So we shall see more of that later, okay? Now we do see Mel having a meeting with her lawyer. Okay, because Mel, like, look, and then this is the lawyer who she worked with for her divorce. He's not working with her, with the the court case with Martell and the kids. And Mel telling him how she wants to get her name changed. I want to get my name back to my maiden name of Rogers. Okay, I've been doing things or trying to do things, without the Hope name, just the Rogers name. You know what I'm saying? And blah 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 blah. Now, Mel had mentioned before, I think it was sometime last year, that she wanted to change her name back to her maiden name. Okay, but things had happened. Now the lawyer then said, well, no one can object to your name being changed. However, legally, you can't change your name while being involved in any kind of court case. So because they're in court now for the child custody stuff or whatever, she cannot change her name until that court case is fully done. Now I shocked Mel. I can't believe, he tried to control me in marriage, tried to control me in divorce, and now I can't even. Oh, he gets on my neck. I'm not, girl. That's crazy. Now she also brought up how she was shocked that during the court case, they asking me for passwords to my social media, for access to all my phone records, my financial records, even want to know who I've been with since the divorce. I'm like, Martell is nosy. Why do you need access to her social media? Just see what I post. That's it. You don't need the passwords to my social media. You hear me? Okay. Now she said, I get they would need, my phone records, whatever, my financial stuff, whatever. They want to say how much I make. Cool. But why would you need to know who I've been with? Why do you need to know my passwords? Martell, fuck you. Okay. Now, this was filming like last year or whatever, okay? And the dude said, the lawyer said, you can't change your name until the court case is done. The court case is now done, okay? They're done. So Mel can officially change her name. Now she posted on social media, okay? This is what she posted. I'll make it a little bit bigger. Maybe I'm saying I can't read that much of it. She's having a intimate name change ceremony. I said, well, that's nice, because I do feel like once you go through a marriage and a divorce and you want to get back to yourself, your name being officially no longer associated with your ex-husband is a moment. Okay, she's having a take me back event, a intimate name change ceremony. It's gonna be next Friday. Okay, she's going back. Her name would now be Melody Cherie Rogers. Her maiden name. Take me back to the little things, back to the beginning of me. It's a cocktail dinner and dancing to follow. Cocktail attire, and she said, all the episode of the show came on or whatever. Don't miss it. But she was just putting how she just wanted to change her name, and she is going through it. She's going through it. Okay, I think it's great. I do. I feel like when she was saying, I think on her live, she had a live when she spoke about it a little bit. She said, at first I did not want to change it back because my kids all had that name. I did not want my kids to feel like they were different or I was different because we no longer had the same name. But I do feel like Mel will eventually get married again. So her last name will change anyway. And I think until she, does whatever else, she did not want to be a Holt. Because Martell feel like we're Holts. We're Holts, and if we're Holts, and no. So, cool. And she said she'd already invited folk to the thing, whatever. It was cute. I think it's cute. I think when you go through something as crazy as what Marilyn Martell went through, yes, have a take me back away from this crazy man. Okay, I'll leave that be. Now, speaking of crazy man, Martell now wants to have suits. So he met up with this man named Miguel Wilson. Miguel Wilson was alleged, and I don't know this man. I should have Googled him. But Miguel Wilson is, as Martell said, an award-winning celebrity menswear designer. Now, I don't know what award he's won. I didn't think, to look it up, which I should have. I'm going to do it right now. Let's see, Miguel Wilson. He's a men's clothing store in Georgia. Okay. Oh, he does a men's, Oh, he is. He okay. So he does style in Atlanta. Okay, I guess so. So I don't know that man, but he has a store, the Miguel Wilson Collection. He does suits. Martell loves suits. And let me share my screen real fast because this is we have to see what the man do. What the man do. So he has a collection of suits. Okay. That suit costs 1,400. Not girl. Okay. Is it the whole suit? Is it crushed velvet? Is black crush, silver crush, red crush, blue crush? Oh, we'll see like these suits. Okay, so these suits, $8.95. I feel like spending 1,000 or less, on a suit, is cute. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he got this stuff around here. I don't know this man. I don't. But let's see. Oh, he has 126,000 followers on IG. Okay. He be around here doing suits for people. Okay. That's cute. That's cute. But that's him and what's that man name? Mike Vick. Okay. Anyway, I just had to tell this stuff. But he around here, meeting with Martell to. I look crazy tonight. It's okay because again, it's 4:18 in the morning. Don't judge how I look. Judge yourself at 4:18 in the morning. Anyway, Martell, like I'm always wearing suits. I know I like suits. I know suits. So I want to do some kind of suit line, basically. So he called this man to come meet with him in Alabama to discuss a possible, working together. He wants to learn from and partner with possibly Mr. Miguel. That's also Miguel's wife. Okay. Now, Miguel was asked, like, what's the price range you want to do? You know what I'm saying? What's your ideas? Like, what don't you like? And Miguel's his wife also seemed out the book. Like, what do you like, this or that? So clearly, Miguel and his wife work together. Okay. Now he suggests that Martell does double-breasted suits with gold buttons. Okay, I guess it's fine or whatever. Now Martell said one of the suits cost about $600, maybe $700 or whatever. And Miguel said that's not a fair price. That he said that price range is 50% of the people would be able to afford that. You know what I'm saying? But I want it to be quality. I don't want to be cheap. I want quality stuff, whatever. Now look, does Martell, because they showed a montage of Martell over the seasons in all his suits. Look, he can buy a good suit. He can get a good suit tailored. But my thing is sometimes his suits be too damn tight. Because right now his arms look like they're gonna bust out the seams of that shirt. So please don't make suits on other people that's too damn tight, Martell. I'm just saying, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. So Miguel then also say, in addition to wanting to help him learn and grow, because it would be Martell would have a line of suits. It'll be his brand of whatever it's gonna be. And so Miguel brings up how he always wanted for his store. He wanted to make space for other Black brands. Okay, he wanted other Black brands, other Black designers. So he would love to make room in the store for Martell suits whenever he makes them. Okay, and he like, that's amazing. I love that idea. Now Martell brings up how I'm a father. I'm a single father of 5. Okay, and I need to create generational wealth. I already have my wine, which will be in store soon. He been saying for a long time that his wine will be in store soon. Is it a Shibashi right thing? I'm just saying, because when you keep saying stuff and it don't ever happen, I'm like, is you Sheba and Sharan? It is Sheba and Sharan. Let me know, okay? But again, he's like, I'm gonna get my suit line and you know why too. I'm gonna have two ventures, the wine and the suits, whatever. Now Miguel, like, well, look, first of all, you're gonna have to do it the right way. Okay, and to do this the right way, you're gonna need about $100,000. Not all up front, but that's how much it's gonna probably cost you to get it all done. So you don't have to have 100 grand right now, but get to working on the funds. Okay, you need to have that at the bare minimum to get everything done. Now he also then invites Martell. He said, I guess it's a black tie event he has in DC every year. It's gonna be in May. Now Martell went because he invited Martell to come down to this black tie event, to show off some whatever Martell comes up with. Because again, this was filmed, I don't know, probably earlier this year or late last year. And so him, like, not him, this man right here. Come down to the black tie event that we have every year. You can send and show off and things or whatever, and that'll be great. So Martell's very, very happy. Now look, I'm gonna say this. Now Martell went. This all happened around the same time where the whole blackmail porn, revenge porn stuff happened. Because after Mel was on live, Martell went on live because I saw it. And I was like, why is it on live in these suits with these people in these suits? And folks on here talking about how he tried to, black you. So he went and had suits there or whatever. But whatever. Look, Martell is an asshole. Okay, he's an asshole and he does not take accountability at all. I know that. I understand that, okay? But I always felt like he needed to focus on his own stuff so he can leave Mel alone. Because Mel has always been out here trying to just do her own thing. And so, to me, if Martell would just focus on his, I look a mess, y'all. It is 4 a.m. Y'all got me on camera, honey. I feel like I look crazy. I just looked at the camera like, girl, you look a mess. Lord Jesus. Anyway, y'all, but it's okay. It's late. I'm trying to get this stuff done. But again, if Martell would have been focusing more on his brands, revamping himself and being a good guy, people would not dislike him so much. And to me, the reason this man, what's his man name, Miguel Wilson, is even trying to work with Martell because one, it gets his name and his store on a nationally syndicated show. Okay, that's free advertisement for him. And two, men don't hate Martell. Women do. And not all of them. I mean, I don't like them, but women are the ones who don't like his antics because of what he did with Mel. And not all, so most of us, okay? Men don't care, and men buy suits. So if Martell, has nice taste and people want to buy his suits, it makes sense for the dude to go on business with Martell. It's a win-win. Women won't, care. So I'm like, I guess it makes sense, but I'm like, man, fuck Martell. He gets on my nerves in current times. Next up, Tiffany is at home in bed, on bed rest and everything. Well, first of all, y'all take one little second to like the video. Because y'all don't like it is the thing to do. Now, Tiffany is at home. Now she's on bed rest, basically. Lewis took her to the hospital. The doctor said, she just needed to chill out. She needed to rest. Her pressure was just low. And she was dehydrated. She needed some water. So get some rest. Don't do too much. Drink lots and lots and lots of water and chill out. Okay. Now, first of all, I'm like, Lewis, why you bring her a plate? Lewis out here bring her food on this Dixie heavy duty plate. I'm like, use a real plate for the TV people. Now that made me say, I would have been bougie. I had a whole cute little fancy plate. I would not have used my good paper plates. Because all I use at home is paper plates. But I had good dishes that you bring out on company round. Okay, anyway. So Tiffany in bed and she's planning her next work trip. And she said her next last work trip before the baby born. Now Lou was like, you just had a health scare. You just had a whole health scare. Why would you be thinking it's good for you to take another trip? Like, I don't, that's crazy. I don't, you need to rest. The doctor said get some rest. Okay, slow down and rest. You're not a woman. Okay, God got your attention, didn't he? Okay, so stop trying to play with God. Sit down some damn where. Because she about 8 months pregnant. And why do you want to fly away for it, girl? I'm leaving be, okay? But again, I know I gotta take it easy. I know. But she's still gonna want to go. Okay. They then got on the conversation of what happened with the fussing with the guys about her talking shit to Sheree and all these things, okay? And Lou was like, look, first of all, I think Marsau he likes being involved. Hey, Marsau out here like Betty Crocker, he always in the mix. I said, not a cooking joke. Okay, he said because Marsau had nothing to do with this. I don't like how he kept inserting himself in it as if he had anything to do with it. So basically, Marsau. Okay, now he also said, look, no, she said, I know I can rub people the wrong way with how I bring things up and my timing. I know that. You said it can be messy. And Lewis said, well, yeah, it can be too much for people who don't know you. Okay, you do too much sometimes. Okay, now Tiffany then say, "Well, I was just trying to see and be helpful. Okay, I was trying to be helpful, an assistant to Mel and Martell, and I'm always trying to help them, and be a helpmate. Okay, and to help them handle the blended family. I'm like, they not a blended family. They're not a blended family." And truthfully, we don't see y'all being a blended. We don't see anybody. We don't see y'all with Lewis's baby mama or ex-wife. And I believe her son's father, is he the one that's dead? I don't know. But we haven't seen you work through blending your family. Hell, we don't ever see your kids. So her saying she tried to be helpful to Martell and Mel to have a blended family, I'm like, you're not helping at all. Okay. And when she then said, I just want to ask Mel how she feels about Sheree being on her kids, okay, and when or why she hasn't met her yet. And Lewis said, but why does any of that matter to you? That is not your place to know, or that's not your place to ask those things, okay? He said, how many times has Mel called you, reached out to you, and asked for your advice on co-parenting? And she said, well, she doesn't. She hasn't, not ever. He said, right. You're trying to do something that nobody asked you to do. She never asked you for your help. You are inserting the same way Lewis just said that Marsau is out here being Betty Crocker, trying to be in the mix, is the same thing his wife is doing. You are inserting yourself in something that has nothing to do with you just because you are aware of something going on that don't include you. And when he said, look, don't put me no shit that I gotta respond to, meaning stop it. You too pregnant to be around here fucking with people. Cause my thing is this: if Tiffany, I really want to know how Mel feels about what Tiffany is doing. That's the one thing we have not seen, because Mel just found out that Tiffany said some shit to Sheree about her on the show, and we haven't seen Mel talk to her yet on the show about it, because again, Mel left the baby shower I found out the one thing that was said, and then Tiffany, went to the hospital, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So I can't wait for Mel to tell people, like, what do you think about Tiffany inserting herself in y'all shit? What do you think about her saying things to Sheree as if it kind of came from you? What do you think about her trying to insert herself into your child co-parenting situation with Martell's crazy ass? I really wonder if she appreciates Tiffany trying to be helpful, or if she feel like Tiffany messy as fuck right now. I wonder. I really do. I don't know. But like Lewis said, she ain't asked you shit. So stop. Period. You hear me? So all 6 of the people gonna meet up at the end. But first we see Mel and Kimmi, because Mel and Kimmi was the first ones at this, comeback group meeting. It's a comeback group meeting, okay? So Kimmi brings up how none of them has really heard from TIsha or Marsau since the first meeting, about the Black Expo, okay? And so I think everybody's still confused about what is really going on. Now, when Mel and Kimmi talking a little bit of whatever, and wait, was it Mel and Kimmi? Yes, they were saying how TIsha and Marsau always late, and I'm like, well, that's just rudeness or whatever. So Kimmi also brings up how she has not made a decision yet on even attending or participating with the Black Expo, because again, she ain't talked to nobody, anybody said nothing or whatever, and she's just confused on what they're all supposed to be doing and what the point of it all is. Okay, she's like, a lot of stuff that they're bringing up and mentioning is stuff from the comeback group. So this initiative, the plan, all of it is just what we talked about with our own stuff. So I don't get, why they're trying to name it something different when it is what it is, okay? And that if they're going to use stuff from the combat group, the event should not be called the Black BLAQE, meaning their business. The Black Expo, it should be called something like, the come back to the Black Expo, because the comeback group should be referenced in some kind of way. So, Mel, I think most people did not want to be like involved in a comeback group. And Kimmi said, Mel, most people, that was just you. Everyone else was okay, staying, with it. You didn't want to do it no more. And she said, I get why, because a lot was going on, and you was like, just dissolve it. But, it's still a live thing. I'm still paying the fees for this and for that or whatever, and being sure everything gets taken care of. So if we still have it, the brand, we should still use it, because again, what TIsha and Marsau was suggesting is all the stuff from the comeback group. It's nothing different, okay? Now, Kimmi brings up how she started radiation and how, she wants to go on a vacation when she's done and blah, blah, blah. And she said, yeah, so who was you on vacation with, Mel? Who was happening? Mel, like, what? Well, I was out of the country. She's like, right, but with who? Now Mel has said, on in real time that she does not plan to bring whoever she's dating on the show. She just does not want to do. She wants to leave that part separate. As much as Kimmi pry and try to pry to find out who she dating, because you made a post on social media. We seen a man's hand around you. So you have to know folks don't ask questions. The Mel said that y'all can ask and I can say none of your business. And I'm not, and she just don't want to. I feel like if Kimmi asked her off camera, she might say, well, yeah, I'm dating somebody. I think her thing is, I'm not trying to my head, y'all. I'm not trying to discuss any of this on camera. Because if I discuss it on camera, Martell or whoever may feel like, okay, now I can discuss this and that. And plus, with her going through the whole cussing thing, she's not trying to give Martell no ammo. So it's like, no. None of your business. I decide I want to do it. No. I have so much other stuff going on. Like, there are more excuse me, there are more things to discuss about me than who I'm dating. So no. I was like, girl, okay. Now we then see all six are now there. Now when Martell walked in, honey, trying to shake Mel's hand, and Mel said, Martell, hi, I'm good. Like, I don't want to shake your hand. Martell has a habit of being a complete asshole to Mel in real life. And on camera, he wants Mel to act like they cool. And she like, no, we not. No. And Martell, you see Mel starting off on the wrong foot, no, she's keeping that same energy. She don't with you, bruh. Leave it be. Now, this whole comeback, because let's not get him thinking. This is a comeback group meeting. TIsha and Marsau can call it the Black Expo all they want. No. Also, TIsha Marsau are not professional. The fact that they said TIsha gonna say, well, I asked everybody to send me to email me what they want to discuss, what they want to do, what their fees are. And I didn't hear from anybody. No one emailed me. And Kimmi said, well, y'all were supposed to email us to ask us for stuff, and y'all didn't email us. When we're not here to really point fingers, you came in pointing fingers at people saying no one contacted you. And when it comes out that you were supposed to email them for them to respond to you, oh, now you want to say, it ain't about that. Yes, it is. It is, okay? Which makes me feel like y'all can't even coordinate shit properly. How y'all gonna have a whole expo? You can't even say expo right. Get out my face, okay? And I was like, it's some BS. It's some B of the S, okay? So TIsha then say, look, we not paying nobody, okay? We already make money off the people who support our businesses, okay? That's how we get paid, okay? This, and for the combat group was all. This is all from the combat group, okay? And we used to, girl, whatever. And the fact that she can't bring up the combat group, I'm like, right. What you and Marsau trying to do is the same stuff from the combat group. All of it. And yeah, and we do want to get a sponsorship, and we want to do that, but we want to get a sponsorship and put that back into the community, okay? It should not be used to put money back in our pockets. I was like, what? Now, Kimmi, like, well, first of all, most of the stuff you said is based on the comeback group, okay? And not nothing new, okay? And we were not called Black Expo back then. Were we not? We wasn't Black Expo. It was like, no. And we started before 2018, right? Right? Okay, right. So this is all stuff from the comeback group. And TIsha Marsau keep making it seem as if, well, no, it's something different. It's a Black. No, it's not. No, it isn't. So Martell say, well, we have people in the room who has a large influence, meaning male, okay? And so why shut down the idea of anyone getting paid? When Martell decided male is a paid speaker, like she has always gotten paid to speak. She's influential, so people should be paid. The fact that Martell is recognizing, because this is the thing too, people also don't get, if you start doing things for free that people usually pay you to do, people will then say, well, you did that event for free. You should do our event for free. Well, why should I? Well, this is a community event. No, you have made yourself to the level of being a paid speaker. And only I can choose when I want to be a paid speaker or not a paid speaker. I mean, that's what I'm to say. So I'm like, they acting as if Mel was not a paid speaker when the show first started. That was why TIsha kept going to Mel for advice. It's crazy to me. Now, Maurice gonna say, I don't think you should get paid. No, I think you should donate. Maurice, shut up. Okay? Shut up. No one paying you to speak, Maurice. Be quiet. But we love your blue suit. Now, Marsau then say, with the money we get from the sponsorship, okay, some of it could be used if y'all want to have some type of event after this one. And I was like, first of all, if, could be, should be, would be, some of, no. Again, they plotting and planning and it won't work. Not today on me, okay? Because saying we're going to get a sponsorship, okay? And some of that money could be used if later down the line one of y'all have some kind of idea and y'all might want to have an event. We can possibly no. No. Now man, like, well, first of all, Tisha came in 10 toes down. Okay, the she ain't paying people. That's fine. That's cool. That's cool. That's y'all idea. This is y'all idea. Cool. However, no one was even talking about sponsorships. But now y'all want to say the money will be used on other things except paying us. But that was my idea. Meaning, how do you invite me to a meeting, had no idea what to do, wasn't going to try to pay me, and when I spoke about something, you're going to use my idea and still say from my idea, I can't get paid for my own idea either? Well, no. That don't work for me. Again, Marsau and TIsha sing Sketchy. Sketchy. You hear me? Now, Marsau then say, well, I feel like anybody who wants to get paid, that mean they being greedy. Because if you try to make money or people who support you, that you being greedy. I said, what? This don't make no sense to say anybody who wants to get paid from this is greedy because you're trying to make money off the people who support you. But Marsau, when a fan of the show come to Black, do they eat for free? When people come to your event, to your place of business to support you, do you not charge them for your services? So are you greedy? When people want you to build their building, do you not charge them? When you cannot say that someone who wants to be paid for their work is being greedy because you're being greedy. You're being greedy. I was like, you sound dumb. Y'all ain't look. There's nothing wrong with doing charity. There's nothing wrong with doing charity. But when you want to use people for your event, and you know them being there will garner more people to come, you should pay them for their services. Now, maybe you don't pay them the full fee. Maybe you pay them half a fee, and they donate the other half to charity. But my point is, don't piss on me and think I'm going to say, is it raining? I think, no, you pissing on me. Now, all up now they fussing. Okay? Because TIsha Marsau trying to convince people to work for free or else they being greedy. And I'm like, again, bullshit. And Mel said, you can't dictate and tell me when and how to donate my time. And if I don't, I'm being greedy. Okay? Martell like, well, why can't, why is it being greedy? I don't think anybody being greedy. And Mel made a point of saying, look, y'all saying, back on the back end, y'all will support us if we come do this for free. But, the track record don't show that. The track record show ain't nobody supporting my stuff. It ain't matching up. I've had my event, Mimosas with Mail, for 3 or 4 years. No one has came to sponsor my event. Marsau said, we mean like going forward, we'll support and sponsor. Like going forward, we will. Okay. Meaning we need you now. We need you now. So you should help us now, even if we didn't care about your stuff in the past. Now you should care about us. Even though my wife called you mean and evil and sneaking conniving and the devil and the dark soul, even though that was said a couple months ago, you should believe in us and help us for free. TIsha then say, well, that's not true because I tried to support your skincare line and I got kicked out. I was like, girl, not old shit, okay? Mel said, I'm talking about a sponsorship, not attending the party. Because again, TIsha was not sponsoring anything at Mel's skincare line back in season 2, I think it was, when she showed up and got put out. Okay, I'm like, the fact that TIsha do not know the difference between a crashing someone's party in a picnic dress, okay, versus sponsoring someone's event shows she's sometimes not smart. Because you brought up the one time you were not trying to sponsor shit. What you said did not match. Now, if Mel said no one tried to support me in general, cool. But she said no one tried to support me in sponsoring an event. You never, to our knowledge, tried to sponsor shit, to my knowledge. Okay? TIsha didn't say, well, if we get sponsorships or whatever, we would use that money to give it to small businesses who come to the event. We would not pay ourselves. When Kimmi said, I don't believe that. I can't believe that. Okay, as owners and entrepreneurs, it's hard for me to think that you know you can get money in, but not use it to compensate for the money that you spent. That don't make no sense. Like, nobody wants to lose money. That don't make, no one wants to lose money, even for charity. You want to break even, and you want to at least break even for what you spent to host an event, and still have money to give to the charity or whatever you was planning to do. That's true. That's how it really works, truth be told. And she also brought up how the fact that the event is the Black, BLQUE, not BLACK, meaning it's for their business. It's all business. So you bullshit. Also meaning if they took a loss, they would end up claiming shit on their taxes and get a write-off. Okay? Kim said, look, I don't have to be paid either. I don't have to be paid. But you need to call this shit what it is, and this the comeback group. Kimmi like, don't play me like I'm stupid. Don't put a new label on the bottle and think I don't read it. It's the same fucking bottle. You call it what it is. It's the comeback group, but y'all put a new name on, okay? Maurice said, right, this is our idea. Maurice and Kimmi like, no, y'all have to at least admit y'all are refurbishing, reusing, repackaging, relabeling the comeback group, using all our same shit, but trying to convince us is different. Also trying to convince us to not really want to be paid for it, but want us to participate in it to help y'all under a different name. No. I said, look, they not stupid. They not dumb, okay? Anyway, y'all, that's how the episode went off. I'm so happy y'all tuned in. Do not forget to do a couple of things. Like what, Jelly? Like what? Like what? Subscribe to my channel. Liking the video. Okay, you can follow me on JayLeesCorner at follow me at JayLeesCorner, JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, TikTok. Comment in the comment section or whatever. Have a good time, have a good night, have a good day. And remember, I will be live tonight, either for a gossip chat, because I have to read Jocelyn and them down for the big fight at the Zeus fight, the Zeus boxing fight that happened. I have to discuss all that stuff. So I probably will be live for a gossip chat at 9 o'clock, and I'll have my Housewives of Atlanta review up on Tuesday afternoon and stuff. Okay, now do not forget, if you are a member, because this is a premiere. This will be premiering around 2 p.m. on Monday. If you are a member, episodes and reviews are always up first thing in the morning. Okay, probably around 6 a.m. If you are up anytime between 6 and 2, a review is already up for y'all under the community's tab for members only. Okay. Anyway, I gotta go because it's 4:50 in the morning. I gotta go. I love you all. Have a good night. Have a good day. And I will see y'all tonight on the corner for some kind of live. Bye.